everyone, welcome to the channel. I will just check my voice. I am audible to you all, and uh, I hope that you enjoyed today's match between Australia and England, the oldest rivalry in cricket history. And turned out to be a very exciting one today. Australia have eventually beaten England by 5 wickets in this match. So Australia have started off their campaign on a winning note, although there was many players in the Australian camp who were missing. Many senior players were missing from the squad in the bowling department. But the youngsters have rose to the occasion. They have played really well to ensure that Australia has won this match by 5 wickets, and there were still 15 balls remaining in the game. So we will start from the very beginning. Australia had won the toss. Australian captain Stephen Smith, in absence of Pat Cummins, he is the stand-in skipper of Australia for this tournament. He had opted to field first, keeping the due factor in mind at Lahore. England, although were invited first, but they batted pretty well. Especially Ben Duckett played a marathon innings of 165 of 114 43 deliveries, which included 7 boundaries and 3 sixes. He was well accompanied by Joe Root, who chipped in with a consolidating 68 in the middle overs. But it was Ben Duckett who was the star of the show with the bat for England, and Australian bowling washes the new left-handed seamer in the Australian camp who has performed well in the Big Bash League, scalped 3 wickets, and Adam Zampa and Labuschagne, who was given a ball today, they chipped in with a couple of wickets too. Labuschagne was used by Stephen Smith today, and he bowled 5 overs for 41 runs. Although he was a bit expensive, but he bowled in the death overs and scalped a couple of wickets against his name. And when it comes to the Australian run chase, it started off in a blistering fashion. Matthew Short started hitting boundaries from the word go. He scored 63 of 66 deliveries, whereas Travis Head and Stephen Smith got out early. Travis Head was the big scalp for the England bowlers. Jofra Archer picked him up early. He was caught and bowled off Jofra Archer, whereas Stephen Smith also couldn't score much in his captaincy stint in the beginning of this tournament. So he was out on 5, but it was Labuschagne and manning the middle overs. 47 was scored by 47 runs was scored by Labuschagne, whereas Matthew Short chipped in with 63 of 66 deliveries. And but the main damage was done by the two wicketkeeper batters of Australia, Joss English and Alex Carey. They came together, stitched a match-winning partnership, and Alex Carey played really well for his 69 of 63 deliveries, which included 8 very eye-catching boundaries, whereas Joss English scored a marathon innings of 120, played a marathon innings, and he took the Australian team over the line in today's match. He scored 120 of 86 deliveries. Although Joss English and Alex Carey are often found playing in the same position, they both are wicketkeeper batters, but this time around, in the absence of many senior players, they got to play a game together and they stitched a match-winning partnership as well. Glenn Maxwell, in the end, was impactful as always. He scored 32 of 15 deliveries and made the game pretty one-sided in the end. Although England were in the game for a long time, but in the end, it was just Australia all the way. They have chased down their second highest total in the history. They had earlier chased down 359 against India in India. So this is their second highest total, highest run chase in the history of ODI cricket. So a very remarkable feat achieved by Australia today. On the back of Joss English, Alex Carey, and Matthew Short, they have chased down a target of 352 with pretty ease. In the end, 15 deliveries were still left, and the scoreboard suggests that in the end it was one-sided, thanks to Glenn Maxwell's pretty handy knock of 32 or 15 deliveries. He played at a blistering strike rate in the end. and ensured that Australia got over the line pretty convincingly. For as far as the positives for England was concerned, Ben Duckett would be the best outcome from this game for them. He scored 165, although he had performed well in the India series when the England team toured India in the first week of February, but his comments were under the scanner, which he said in the press conference. But today he displayed some brilliant shots. He played a marathon innings of 165, and the bowlers of Australia did not have any clue against him. Ben Duckett, although he is always seen deploying reverse sweeps and sweeps against spinners, but he was pretty watchful today. He played really well. He was watchful from the very beginning, and he played his reverse batting effort from him. But the other batters, except Joe Root, couldn't do much. Joe Root got out on 68 of 78 deliveries, and he scored four boundaries, but it was Joss Butler, Livingston, Bryden Cars, and Harry Brook. All of them failed in the middle overs, but in the end, Jofra Archer played some shots and scored 21 of 10 deliveries. So for England, Ben Duckett, the biggest positive for them in the batting department, whereas in the bowling department, uh, Jofra Archer bowled pretty well, but in the end, all of them were pretty expensive because the target of 352 is not chased down daily, and this is a rare occurrence, and Australia have done that today. So as I had said in the pre-match video that this is going to be a flat track with not much assistance for the bowlers. It turned out to be just that 350 was scored by one team, and Australia have chased it down in the end. Although dew was a factor in the last 20 overs, dew showed its effects, and yes, in the end, Steven Smith must be complimented for the decision he took at the toss. He had decided to field first. First, although at the halfway stage, England would have been happier, the happier side, because they had achieved that 350 mark. But in the end, Australia have shown their potential, and they have once again shown why they are considered the best team in this ICC events in these ICC events because they have many youngsters who rise to the occasion not who are fearless and who are not intimidated by the stage of the match. So once again, they had a new hero in Josh English. He played a very well compiled and a very eye-catching knock of 120, which included six giant sixes as well. So a very good batting performance from Josh English, and I think he will be judged the player of the match as well. And yeah, as far as the stats are concerned, I've already told you that Australia, this is their second highest chase in the history of ODI cricket, and Lahore, as expected, turned out to be a batting deck. This was the first match in this tournament, which was held in Lahore because we have had games in Karachi and Dubai previously, but this was the first game we had at Lahore. And yeah, Lahore seems to be the best batting deck going into the latter stages of the tournament as well. I think it will be a very good batting deck going into the latter stages of the tournament, and it proved to be that way today as well because this was a batting deck, completely batting deck. Bowlers had no clue, but you have to apply yourself as batters in these sort of conditions. And both the batters who were successful, even Ben Duckett and Josh English, both of them applied and accessed the shorter side pretty well. Shorter side of the boundary was 63-meter, whereas the other side was 73-meter long. So they accessed the shorter side pretty well, and they countered that side and got rewards in return. So yeah, this is the news. Australia have beaten England by 5 wickets. The oldest rivalry in the history of men's cricket has eventually got its winner in Australia today. So, so this is the news. Australia have won the game. England, though, had their moments in the game, but they couldn't capitalize on it. Uh, and yeah, in the end, it was just Australia throughout. And Glenn Maxwell in the end made it pretty easy as well. So this is the news. Australia have chased down 352. and they finished with 356 for 5 in 47.3 overs. They still had 15 balls left. So a very dominating performance from the Australian team. And yeah, England would be disappointed because they had their moments. As I said, they were 351 for 8 in the at the halfway stage, and post that the bowlers couldn't defend the 350 run mark. So yeah, an inexperienced Australian lineup was rising to the rose to the occasion, and they have chased down the total of 352 with pretty ease. Josh English, as I said, was the star of the night, and he will be the talk of the town till tomorrow. And yeah, let's talk about the whole tournament now. We have seen in the starting from the game between New Zealand versus Pakistan. New Zealand had beaten Pakistan, and it was William and Tom Latham that had hit centuries. And in the next game between India and Bangladesh, it was Shubman Gill who scored 100. Tawhid Hriday played well for Bangladesh. He registered 100 too. Whereas in the next game that took place between South Africa and Afghanistan, the third match of this tournament, South Africa had a new hero in Ryan Rickelton who chipped in with 100. And Afghanistan, although Rahman Shah played well for his 90, but he couldn't get to his 100. But let me tell you that Ryan Rickelton was the fifth centurion in this tournament, and this is the first time in the history of the tournament, the Champions Trophy, that we have five centurions, and we already we have just had 3 or 4 games till now. In the fourth game between England and Australia, we have two more centurions in Ben Duckett and the other one in Josh English. So 7 centurions in 4 matches, and yeah, this is a very commendable job by the batters of the team. The bowlers are struggling in this tournament so far, but the credit must be given to the batters, how they are playing against spinners. And yeah, England and Australia are the two winning sides as far as the subcontinent conditions is concerned. They are not too familiar with it, but they have certain players who play IPL and PSL, and they get used to these conditions. But still, this is an ICC event. The pressure mounts over you, but in the end, it was Australia throughout. They had a new hero in Josh English, who displayed some remarkable shots, especially his pull shots. His front foot pull shot was a treat to watch, and he has registered 6 massive 6s tonight. So another feat for Josh English, who doesn't get a game usually because Alex Carey is the first choice wicketkeeper for Australia. But today Alex Carey and Josh English both played the game. Alex Carey was fielding and Josh English was keeping the wickets for Australia. Alex Carey, though, was not keeping the wickets, but he was very good in the field. And Josh English, as always, had a good day in the wicket-keeping department. And with the bat in hand, he was just a treat to watch today. So Josh English was the star of the show today. And as far as the tournament is concerned, we have had 2 games of each group, and New Zealand and India have started off the campaign on a winning note in Group A. And in Group B, South Africa and Australia have started off the campaign on a winning note. So this is the news from Champions Trophy. Australia, after having elected to bowl first, field first, could not restrict England early. England posted a total of 351, but in the end, it's Australia who have chased it down on the back of English, brilliant century of English. And yeah, uh, Australia once again have shown us why they are such a successful side when it comes to ICC events, because of the talent pool they have. Even in the absence of senior players, they have youngsters who rise to the occasion and are not intimidated by the stage of the match. The pressure that mounts on them, they absorb all of that, and they produce very, very good results. So yeah, this is the news. Australia has won the game by 5 wickets, and England had their moments in the game, had some positives in the game, but they would be disappointed because they could not defend a total of 351. And this is a demoralizing victory for them. Their performers would be upset because Ben Duckett have played a historic knock, the highest ever run scored in an innings in the history of Champions Trophy. went in vain today. It was Australia who just splashed water on his 165. So once again, Josh English, I would say, was the best batter of the night. How he applied himself against spinners, how he stitched a partnership alongside Alex Carey was the talk of the town and will be the talk of the town in this tournament going ahead in this tournament. So yeah, this was about the Champions Trophy coming to the Women's Premier League. Uh, I think today we will have the first ever instance wherein the team batting first will be winning the game today. UP Warriors. Let me start from the very beginning. The toss at the Chinnaswamy Stadium, Delhi Capitals women had elected to go first, and it was UP Warriors who were invited to bat first, and Chanel Henry of Caribbean of West Indies played a very good innings of 62 of 23 deliveries, yes, including 8 sixes and 2 boundaries. She scored 62 of 23 deliveries, guiding UP Warriors to a respectable, or rather par total of 177 at the end of 20 overs. And in reply, Delhi Capitals women, although Jemima Rodriguez chipped in with a 50 in the middle overs today, she scored 56, but the other batters couldn't do much. Nikki Prasad, who has been given a game today after a lot of criticism of the team selection of Delhi Capitals, Nikki Prasad is playing today, and she has scored 9 of 18, and she is still unbeaten. But I think the Chase is a far-sighted one now because they still require Delhi Capitals women still require 34 of 6 deliveries, and that means 5 6 and a boundary or 6 sixes can do the job for them. So I think it is out of their hands now, and we will have the team batting first as the winner for the first time in this WPL 2025. We have had 6 to 7 games wherein the team chasing has won the game, and especially in Bangalore at Bangalore, dew is a massive factor, and credit must be given to the UP Warriors bowling department as well, who have shown immense potential, immense resistance in order to cater to the conditions and eventually turn out to be the winners of the game as well. Kranti Gaur, the Indian youngster, was the pick of the bowlers for UP Warriors, 4 overs, 25 runs, and she scalped 4 massive wickets of Shafali Verma, Meg Lanning, Jemima Rodriguez, and even Jess Jonathan. So 4 massive wickets. The top 3 of Delhi Capitals was uprooted by Kranti Gaur. Shafali Verma, Meg Lanning, Jemima Rodriguez are the backbone of Delhi Capitals batting, and they were uprooted pretty early today. Uh, that means that Delhi Capitals women would be losing today, and UP Warriors women are all set to register their first victory of this WPL 2025 season 3. So yeah, UP Warriors women are on well on course to achieve that. And once again, it's 23rd Feb tomorrow, and it's the big game. I will come to that. But once again, the BCCI scheduling is such that there is no Women's Premier League game tomorrow. Uh, Day after tomorrow, you will again see UP Warriors, but they will be taking on the home side. Uh, Royal Challengers Bangalore women, who lost yesterday's encounter to Mumbai Indians women, although there was an ample of support for the RCB women's team, Smriti Mandana led team, but they had lost to Mumbai after winning the first 2 games in this WPL 2025. And yeah, against UP Warriors, they will be playing day after tomorrow. So UP Warriors are well on course to win the first game of the season. And yeah, UP Warriors will be again seen playing at the same venue against Bengaluru on the 24th of February. So this is the news. Tomorrow is a day off in WPL. Because of the game between the that is the mother of all battles. The match between India and Pakistan is all set to be uh, held at Dubai. The Dubai is all set to host that match, and I will tell you all the updates from Dubai because Indian team had arrived for the practice, and it was Virat Kohli who turned up 3 hours prior to the scheduled practice session. Yes, you heard it right. विराट कोहली जो scheduled practice session था वह दुबई टाइमिंग के अनुसार 2:30 यानी 2:30 बजे था. और विराट कोहली 3 घंटे पहले से आकर नेट्स में यूएई के गेंदबाजों का सामना कर रहे थे। और विराट कोहली ने यूएई के गेंदबाजों के सामने अच्छी बल्लेबाजी की और उन्होंने यूएई के टॉप गेंदबाजों को खेला है आज। एंड दैट shows his passion towards the game. The team arrived at the time of the scheduled practice session, but Virat Kohli uh, arrived pretty early, arrived 3 hours prior to it. And when the team arrived, Virat Kohli already had uh, a couple of batting sessions. So a good day for Virat Kohli as far as the preparation is concerned. Although the other team members didn't uh, tire themselves much, Shubman Gill was seen timing the ball, and yeah, he too is usually seen batting for a couple of hours, but he too got out of the nets pretty early. Shreyas Iyer too joined him, and Hardik Pandya was seen smoking all around the park at Dubai. So they didn't practice at the ground as Pakistan had did yesterday. They practiced at the ICC Academy Dubai, which is close to that Dubai International ground. And yeah, Pakistan had practiced yesterday. They took a day off today, and whereas India yesterday took a day off, and today they have practiced. Virat Kohli was the top of the town as far as the practice session is concerned, because Virat Kohli arrived pretty early. All the journalists present there were waiting for the entire team, but Virat Kohli arrived 3 hours prior to the scheduled practice session that was mentioned in the media advisory. Virat Kohli came there. He had some UAE net bowlers in his for his batting session, and he played well. He tried to get into that groove going into the big game against Pakistan. So, yeah, Virat Kohli looks all set, and whenever the pressure mounts, the big game arrives, we bank upon our main players, our senior players to do the job, and Virat Kohli has never disappointed us when it comes to big games. So, once again, there will be a sort of pressure or burden on him, but now he is there. He has been there, and he has done that n number of times. And once again, Virat Kohli uh, will be the key wicket for Pakistan. I will not talk about that game much now, because we have some exciting things lined up for you. I can reveal some of them currently. We will be starting the analysis, or rather preview of that game from 11 a.m. tomorrow. 11 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. We will have one live session, mainly focusing on the history of the India-Pakistan rivalry and why it is known as the mother of all battles. And at 12 p.m. once again we will come live, and we will have a 45-minute session on what should be India's approach today, and in this particular format, how India has fared and who have been the best performers for them. Dating back to 1983, 1987, we will decode how the India-Pakistan rivalry came into being, and why it is, as I said, called the mother of all battles. And yeah, the age-old rivalry, India-Pakistan, that the match goes beyond borders. And yeah, this is not just a cricket game. This is a game between two countries who are pretty passionate about that sport as well. So India and Pakistan will be, I said, will be facing each other. And I have told you the roster at 1 p.m. Then we will have a discussion with some of my correspondents regarding the match. We will have some different perspectives coming your way, and we will also have someone joining in from Dubai as well. We are trying for that, and we might have him or her joining from Dubai as well. So, yeah, this is the news. We will have some correspondence for you today, and from 11 a.m. you can join us, and till the time match begins at 2:30 p.m. The first ball will be rolled. We will be there with you, and we will be telling you all you need to know about this game. And from 1 p.m., as I said, I will be reviewing the game alongside my correspondents with the pitch report, dimensions, and what can you expect from the Indian team and the Pakistan team. So this is the news. Pakistan team, although they have lost the first match against New Zealand, but they had a very good batting session, practice session yesterday at the ICC Academy Dubai, and they will would want to bring their A game against India because eventually it's a do or die game for the host nation. Uh, Pakistan has the hosting rights, as you know. It is a do or die game for the host nation, and they would want to bring their A game tomorrow against our rival Pakistan, whereas Indian team would like to win that game and put one foot on in the semi-finals before facing New Zealand on 2nd of March. So tomorrow a big game is on our cards, and yeah, we are here to bring you all the updates from Dubai. So thank you for watching. This was it in this video. Uh, there is a big news coming in from Dubai as I speak. Pakistani coach Akif Javed has said that we are going to surprise India tomorrow. I don't know in what sense he has said this, but he has said that we are going to surprise India tomorrow. Uh, let's see. The match is not won by speaking things. The match is won by playing at the ground, on the ground. Shubman Gill came to the press conference for India today, and he looked pretty confident. And he regarded his last 100 as one of the best because of the maturity he showed in the absence of after losing the early wickets of some big players. So Shubman Gill was pretty mature during his press conference, and as soon as the Pakistani coach has arrived for the press conference, he has stated that they are going to surprise India. So let's see what Pakistan brings to the table tomorrow. And yeah, this is it in this video. Australian team has started off the campaign on a winning note, whereas in the WPL, UP Warriors are up and running. They have won the game by 33 runs against Delhi Capitals. So two games that were being played in the Ranji Trophy, as you all know. We had a live discussion about it yesterday. Kerala and Vidarbha will be facing each other in the final from beginning from 26th February. So another big game. Ranji Trophy finals is also coming up. Indian team uh, would want to put one feet into the semi-finals tomorrow only. So India versus Pakistan, the mother of all battles, awaits us on 23rd of February. It's a Sunday. Do join us, and we will be celebrating the game, the win of India, and everything with so much elation. So yeah, this is it in this video. Many exciting things are coming your way. In the end, I would like to mention my sponsors for this tournament. If you are still wondering where you can get the fantasy teams for the upcoming matches, the big matches like India and Pakistan, you can definitely check out www.apnacricketteam.com, and you can get a fair idea of whom to pick and whom not to pick. So you can definitely check it out, check their offerings out. You can simply type it on Google and check it out. So yeah, this was about our sponsors. This is it in this video. Australia have won the match by 5 wickets against England, and South Africa and Australia find themselves atop the points table in Group B, whereas New Zealand and India have a couple of points against their names in Group A now. So every team has played one match, played a match each, and South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, and India are the one who have points in front of them. So a good start for these four sides, but the tournament is pretty uh, competitive, and you can expect some surprises coming your way in the upset in the manner of upsets from Afghanistan as well. So yeah, all the teams look strong. India, Pakistan are going to face each other tomorrow, and we will have a detailed review of the match tomorrow. So yeah, this is it in this video. We will be joining you tomorrow at 11 a.m. And yeah, do like the video if you like the analysis, and do share it as much as you can. I will be uploading the roster on the, or rather, my team will be uploading the roster on our social media platforms, and you will get to know when to watch what tomorrow. So yeah, we have some exciting things coming your way for tomorrow, and for all the exclusive updates from the way, you can follow us on our social media platforms and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. So yeah, this is Abhilash Jha signing off for Statify TV. Thank you for watching.